Hi, I'm Andra London. I'm a managing director with BCG BrightHouse based in our Atlanta office. In a transformation, you and your teams will inevitably experience an emotional journey, and that journey will vary from person to person. And it is influenced by multi-way communication, meaning how are we having a conversation about what's happening in the organization and why it matters for you, why it matters for the business, and ultimately for the world. As a leader, your role is to facilitate the conversations with and amongst your team and their peers and leadership to help them engage with the transformation in ways that are productive and healthy. We talk about that as ensuring people feel in the change journey because it requires people to be informed, influenced, included, inspired, and invested. In traditional transformation communications, we tend to see leaders focus only on the first two ins. There's this expectation that people will get on board when communications are as transparent as possible and relay information about what's happening. But informing and influencing are insufficient to drive the kind of openness to change, the belief in the aspiration that the future represents, and participation in the effort. You have to go further in order to really move people to change. Your teams need to understand who's in this with them, why should they care about it, and what can they personally do to contribute to it. Included means using communication not just for top-down updates, but to build a sense of community, creating spaces where people can relate to peers on their team and across teams, and offer perspectives back to leadership. Openness to change requires people to be optimistic about the future and what it represents. So inspired is about articulating that vision and why it matters to rally people. Invested is about helping your team understand what actions they can personally take to be more effective in the course of the transformation, which, as an example, could be introducing some new ways of working. Every in doesn't need to be reflected in every communication. The important idea is to avoid stopping at informed and influenced. Core to your effectiveness as a leader and to the morale and productivity of your team is how well you do the latter points, so they're in it to win it.